The End of the Gang Wars, Chapter 11, Bloodbath in Paradise. December 22nd, 1989, 6:29 p.m.
Bruh, this is slower than Grand Isle during Tarpon Rodeo! I can get out and walk faster than this!
Blade protested. The trek was taking much longer than it should, in her opinion, and she was comparing it to the notoriously slow traffic in Grand Isle during their busiest weekend of the year. The road was covered in at least 1 inch of snow in some places, causing Rex to drive his banana truck very cautiously. In fact, the snow had apparently fallen more heavily on Deuce's side of town, for Rex's neighborhood was not nearly as thick with snow, even though it was only 2 miles away. Rex knew what Blade was referring to, being that he was with his brother, Chuck, for their trip to Grand Isle during the Tarpon Rodeo of 1987. Rex remembered the traffic on the island was so bad that Chuck played his entire Randy Rhoads tribute album before they even got to the grocery store, and that was only a 3-mile trip. However, despite Blade's protest, Rex continued his cautiously slow pace, never once going faster than 10 miles per hour. "I'm not going any faster, wench. You know not how difficult it is to control this truck with all this snow," Rex replied sternly. In fact, Rex had almost wrecked the truck earlier today when he came out of his neighborhood too fast on the way to Tron's house. He did an almost 180-degree slide before exiting his neighborhood, and that was only with half the amount of snow on the road he was now dealing with. "If you want to get out and walk the rest of the 2 miles, you may do so," Rex added sarcastically, knowing good and well that no one wanted to be out in the freezing cold humidity of southern Louisiana on a night like this. The snow had fallen in the late evening hours of December 21st, 1989, and the early morning hours of today. Enough of the snow still remained to cause the roads to become treacherous to drive on. Strangely, this side of town, which included the Wolf's Lair, apparently got more snowfall than anywhere else in the city, confirming to Rex that it was time to strike. He also knew from experience that most of the snow would be gone in the next 24 hours, as happened with the snowstorm of 1988, so the attack had to be tonight. It is also interesting to note that this would be the last big snow ever to fall in this part of southern Louisiana, as global warming began to accelerate in the coming years. Rex felt that this was a sign from God that Deuce's side of town received the most snow, as he was now totally confident that the time had come for the final attack on the Wolfgang.